All right, Keith, thank you. And what a crowd here tonight, huh? You want a Democratic focus group? You have one right here.
I think of it as our expanded panel, actually.
Our expanded
it has
panel,
grown.
according to Gene.
Can I just say about the crowd, you know, Pat, you were just remarking this is seeming like a Hillary crowd, and I'm starting to feel like there isn't a Hillary crowd and an Obama crowd anymore. I sort of feel like Democrats aren't mad anymore. Am I right? I mean, I know I'm sort of playing to the crowd here, but that's what it seems like. And let the record show that among the people yelling Obama right now are the people holding Hillary Clinton's signs. Let the record show.
Nationals have come together.
That's right. This is much of the convention crowd has come out here to the MSNBC set as we continue our unconventional convention coverage. But Rachel, let's talk about this speech. What did Hillary Clinton do tonight that Barack Obama needed?
I think that Chris nailed it when he said, you know what, this was the communion. There was a moment when she said, you know what, I am proud of my supporters. I thank my supporters. I know why you supported me. And for all of those reasons, we together will now support Barack Obama. And then that was not the end of the speech. That was about, 20% of the way into the speech. And then the whole rest of the speech was just nailing it. There's nothing else that she can be asked to do at this point. There's nothing else she can be asked to do.
Well, nothing else at this convention.
With that speech.
One question I had coming out of the speech actually is, okay, now the ball really is in Barack Obama's court, not just to give a great speech on Thursday, which he probably will, but also how is he going to use Hillary Clinton? How is he going to use Bill Clinton going forward? The offer is clearly there to be, and potentially, obviously, to be of great use to the ticket. So where's he going to send him? What's he going to do?
And I think maybe there was some warming in the relationship after tonight, because Barack Obama took the time after that speech to call up Hillary Clinton and the president and say how much he appreciated that. Will he now call on President Bill Clinton to come out and campaign for him? As Terry McAuliffe told us here tonight, the ball is in his court now for that.
I think that's exactly right, and I do agree. She has done everything she could be asked to do. It was a full embrace, total, all my people. There was no hesitation, no condition, and she did everything she could.
What about Plan B? Because before we listened to her speech tonight, we were talking about whether she really wanted Barack Obama to be president.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody knows what's in someone's heart. But I will say this. What she said about John McCain is good political rhetoric. Some of it was pretty funny, but there's nothing she said that would prevent her, when she walks on the Senate floor, from the two of those old buddies coming together and hugging.
There's been a lot of complaining among Democrats, even a lot of former Clinton White House staffers who said there's not been enough red meat at this convention. I thought Hillary Clinton was throwing it to the crowd tonight.
I do think that, I mean, what I had said in advance of the speech was watch for Hillary Clinton to not talk too much about her own accomplishments, particularly those that came at the expense of Barack Obama. She did not. She talked a little bit about her own accomplishments in this campaign, but she didn't go through every state that she won like she could have and like she's done in some previous speeches. But we also were looking to see, as Pat and I were talking before, both of us saying, you've got to go after McCain hard. And I think that she gets away with having said the nice things about the Clinton legacy, said the nice things about her own accomplishments because of how she pivoted to hit McCain in that last third in a way that had this crowd going nuts and had the convention floor going nuts.
It was closer to red meat than anything we've heard at this convention. It really was. I think it was more effective than anything we've heard at this convention. I think, meat gets a bit redder than this.
Meat does get redder.
It does get redder. This was kind of, medium rare at best.
It gets a lot redder than this, I will tell you. But no, this was lightly done, quite frankly, and the way she did it, it was done. I mean, the Twin Cities line is very funny. I laughed at it. We all laughed at it. That's not really gutting. And she just made the case, he's wrong here, he's wrong here, he's wrong there. I didn't see the real red meat. Well, as I say, there's nothing there that's going to breach the relationship between John and Hillary.
No, but the fact is, Pat, there is a friendship. There is a senator-to-senator relationship there. It would not, frankly, have been credible for her to come out and start talking about John McCain as if he were the devil incarnate. I mean,
what is Biden going to do? What is Biden going to do tonight? Nobody's done that.
Yeah.
What is Biden going to do?
Well, that's a good question. Biden also was a friend of John McCain. I have a feeling Joe Biden will be more deep-throated in his criticism
He's got to
of
be, because
John
nobody
McCain
else will.
and in
Joe
his linkage of John McCain to George W. Bush, which Hillary Clinton, I thought, did well. I think Joe Biden can do it.
I think Joe Biden can go there on a rock. Hillary Clinton could not go there on a rock because of the differences in the primary campaign. And even though Joe Biden voted for the war in Iraq, he's going to go there on Wednesday.
The thing that Joe Biden is able to do, he's going to be able to say, I have been in the Senate the entire time that John McCain is there. I consider him a friend. I consider him to have been a guy who has been an honorable political leader in this country in the past. He is no longer that. I have seen the old John McCain, who so much of America admired as a politician and a potential presidential candidate or potential nominee, and I have seen that John McCain go away and be replaced by the guy who is running now, who is nothing like that, and I've seen him change. And Biden can speak to that because of his relationship with him.
Here's the question. Who can come out and say, I know John McCain. I know the John McCain who's got a terrible temper and blows up even at his friends, and the John McCain who goes all the way back to the Keating Five, and who can make that sort of full-throated attack?
Well, Biden could.
If Joe Biden doesn't do better at that than Hillary Clinton did, what in heaven's name is the argument for Joe Biden?
Right. Well, Joe Biden would be a
If he's not there to do the red meat work, he's certainly not the inspirational leader she is. He didn't get the 18 million votes. He didn't win all the debates. What is he doing there if he's not a better carver?
I think we've given him a job description.
I believe that Joe Biden will go after McCain harder than we have yet seen anybody go after McCain. I expect that the Democratic convention tomorrow will be all about John McCain, frankly, leading up to Joe Biden. But Biden brings two other things. Number one, I think Americans by and large believe that he'd make a fine president. Number two, I think, and he could credibly be president. Number two, he is the guy who says, what, Barack Obama's got ideas about how to change the country. Right. I'm the guy who knows how to implement them in Washington because I've been here since they set the cornerstone of the Capitol.
Right. And tomorrow night's not going to be about Joe Biden. It's going to be about Bubba. Tomorrow night is going to be about Bubba. And that's going to be the thing everybody's watching, and we will.
It's not.
We'll cover every minute. Even if it's not in prime time, we cover it live.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be...
No, we're going to cover it live, and he's going to talk about whatever he wants to talk about.
He will wander off.
Whatever he wants to talk about. Probably be a good speech.
Yeah. And as mentioned by Tom Brokaw, Bill Clinton is a competitive man, and he is going to probably try and top his own wife in tomorrow's speech by delivering something that'll really get the crowd going inside the convention center. And Chris and Keith, back to you guys.
Okay.